Hello everyone. Welcome to another session here with us at Mathematics Resource Center. Today we'll be looking at adding decimals. Let's get into it. So the objectives for today is that at the end of this lesson, you should be able to align decimal numbers correctly, add decimal with 1 decimal place, add decimals with 2 decimal place, solve problems involving addition of decimals. Alright, so here goes our first question. Add the following decimals, and as they are, we have 20.9 plus 72.8, and we're going to go ahead and add. So it's 9 plus 8, which gives us 17. We're going to write down our 7 right in line with the 9 and the 8, and bring our 1 into the ones column, and then we're going to add 2 plus 0 plus 1 all together, and that gives us 3. Here we bring down our decimal point, putting our decimal point there. Continuing, we're going to add our 7 here and our 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. So there our answer is 93.7. Alright, let's go to number 2 question. So here we're going to add our numbers in the tens position first, which is our 3 here and our 8. Adding those together, 3 plus 8 is 11. Put down our 1 there, carry the other 1, put down our decimal point, keeping in line with the other decimal points. Now we're going to add our 9 plus 5, which is 14, plus 1, which is 15. So we're going to write our 5 here and carry our 1 there. Alright, and then we're going to add our 4 plus 3, which is 7, plus 1, which is 8. And our answer is 85.1. Alright, good so far. Let's continue. Now we're adding. So here we just add 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place. Alright, so it's 1 digit after the decimal point, 1 digit after the decimal point. With this question now, we're going to be adding decimal numbers with 2 digits after the decimal point. Alright, so 2 digits here, 2 digits there, 2 there, 2 there. Alright, so here we have 4 plus 1, which is 5. So we're aligning. So the 5 is under the 4 and the 1. Then we go to the next section, and we are adding from left to right. So next section, which is 8 plus 9. 8 plus 9, that is 17. So our 7 goes under the 8 and the 9, and we are bringing our 1 to the ones column. Alright, bring down our decimal point right there. Now we're going to add our 2 plus 2 plus 1, which gives us 5. So our 5 in line with the 2 and the 2's and the 1. Then we're going to add our 8 plus 3, which is 11. And we're going to write on the entire 11, as we do not have another column to bring that over to. Alright, so here our answer is 115.75. Alright, let's go to number 4 question. Number 4 question, we're starting with from the extreme left as we did before. So we're going to add our 4 plus 8, which is 12, putting our 2 under our 4 and 8, and bringing our 1 to the other column. And then we're going to add our 3 plus 4, 7 plus 1, which is 8. So write down our 8 right there. Bring down our decimal point, keeping it aligned. Now we're going to add our 4 here plus our 3, which gives us 7. And then we go to the next column, which we don't have a number here, but there's one there. So technically this would be 0 plus 6, or just 6. So we bring down the 6. Alright, so our answer is 67.82. Good. Let's get to the next question. Alright, so for this question now, we're trying to focus on you aligning now, and then you go ahead with the addition. Alright, so the other questions, they were all aligned for you. This one, we're going to go from start to finish from the alignment process. Alright, so let's get into it. So we have 301 plus 169, and we're going to write down our 301 first. So it's 301 point, alright, 1, and then we're going to write our 169. Alright, and look at the alignment now. The 9 here is in the ones position, so I'm going to ensure that my 9 goes in my ones position. The 6 here is in the 10 position, so I'm going to ensure that my 6 is aligned there, and the 1 here is in the 100 position, so I'm going to ensure that it's aligned with the 100 position here. Alright, so we go like that. Alright, we don't have a digit after the decimal point. What you can do, and it would be good for you, is to just put a decimal point here in alignment with the decimal point that we have here, and then for here we can fill this slot with a 0, or we can leave it as it is. Alright, it might work better if you're seeing a 0 there, so I'm just going to put a 0. Good. So that's just for placeholder, and we're adding, so we'll put our addition sign. Now let's go ahead and add. So that will be 0 plus 1, which is just 1. Bring down our decimal point in alignment with the other decimal points, and then we're going to go with 9 plus 1, and that is 10. So we're going to write down our 0, bring our 1 over. Now we're going to go with 6 plus 0 plus 1, that's 7. There goes our 7, and we go with 1 plus 3, which is 4, and we write down our 4 right there. So our answer is 470.1. Let's get to the next question now. So for this one, we're going to do with the same alignment. So we're going to write down our first number 6 here, so which is 63. So write down our 63. Good. Right, and then we're going to write down our next number, which is 8.4. So we notice that our 8 is in the ones position, right? So it's going to fall right under the 3, right? So our 8 goes right there, right? And then the point, there goes our decimal point, and then the 4 is in the 10th position, so we're going to go with the 4 right there, right? So we're aligning. If you look at the 63, it does have a decimal aspect, right? So we can go ahead and put a decimal point here, right? And then we can add a placeholder right there. Good. And we can go ahead and add. So now we have a 4 plus 0, which is 4. Great. Our decimal points, aligning them, keeping them aligned. So writing our decimal point here. Good. And then we have 8 plus 3, which is 11. Write down our 1, carry the other 1. And then we have 6 plus 1, which is 7. So our answer is 71.4. Great. Let's get to the next question. Alright, so number 7, we're just working with 3 numbers in each for number 7 and 8. They're all aligned already, so let's just get into that. So we're adding, and we're going to be adding our 7, 4, and 1. They're all in the 10th column. Alright, so we're adding those. So 7 plus 4, that is 11, plus 1, which is 12. Then we'll put our decimal points, keeping everything aligned. Then we go with 8 and 9, which is 17, plus 1, which is 18. writing down our 8, carrying our 1. Then we go with our 2 here, plus our 6, which is 8, plus our 1, which is 9. So there goes our 9, keeping it. So it is our 1 plus 3, which is 4. And our answer is 498.2. Good? Let's get to number 8. So number 8, I want you to pay attention to this aspect here, the 80. You realize it does have a decimal aspect, right? So what we're going to do is to put our decimal point, keeping it aligned, right? And then we're going to add a 0 here as placeholder. Great. Now let's get to the addition. So it's going to be 9 plus our 0 plus 2, which is 11. Write down our 1 there, bring the other one over there. And then it is going to be our 4 plus 3, which is 7, plus 1, which is 8. That goes there. Hold on a minute. What did I miss? Oh, the decimal point. Great. So let's put in the decimal point right there. Good. All right. So next part is here, the tens. So it's going to be 2 plus 8, which is 10, plus 6, which is 16. So bring down our 6 here, write it there, and carry our 1 to the 100 column. And now we go ahead and add our 3 plus our 1, which gives us 4. Good? All right, great. So now we're going to go to your turn. So this is just a classwork aspect. Giving you a minute and a half to complete the questions, and then we go through the answers. So don't skip this part. Get cracking and complete the question. Okay, if you're not haven't completed as yet, what you can do is just pause the video, and when you're through completing, you start to play it again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and write in the answer for this part. So it is, the first one here is 44.4. Oh, there's no alignment there. Let me just do that properly. All right, so that's 4, 4, and 4. All right, good. And this one here, it is 471.7, and this one here is 703.3. Great. All right, let's continue. Alright, so now we're at the problem solving aspect. Alright, Asker buys 3 pencils and 2 books. If the pencils cost 85 pence and the books cost £7.32, how much money did Asker spend? Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and add the cost for the 2 pencils for the 3 pencils, which is 85 pence, and the cost for the 2 books, which is £7.32. Alright, so adding those, it's going to be 0.85, right? And then the 7.32. Good. 2 plus 5, that is 7. 3 plus 8, that is 11. Bring our 1 here, put our decimal point there, and 7 plus 0 plus 1, that is 8. So our answer is £8 £8.17. Good. Alright, number 2, Tom, Isaac, and Murphy went fishing. At the end of the day, they weighed their catch. Tom caught 20.3 kg, Isaac caught 12.6 kg, Murphy caught 7.28 kg of fish. How much kg of fish did they caught in total? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add what the amount of fish that Tom caught, what Isaac caught, and what Murphy caught. Let's add those together. So here it's going to be 20.3. Here it's going to be 12.6. And here it's going to be 7.28. Adding those together, we're going to put a placeholder there and a placeholder there. So let's go. We're going to add our 8 plus 0 plus 0, and that is 8. Our 2 plus 6 plus 3, and that would give us 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry our 1 over, put our decimal point here, and then we're adding our 1 plus 2 plus 7, which is 10. There's 0 there, carry 1 there, and 1 plus 2 plus 2, which is 4. Alright, so in total they caught 40.18 kg of fish. Good, let's continue. Another problem solving question. So here, shown is a rectangle. Calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. So if we're calculating the perimeter of the rectangle, what you know about the rectangle is that all the sides, not all the sides, opposite sides are equal. So if here is 4.3, then that means this side is also 4.3. Good. Trying to get that point in. Great. And then if here's 13.6, then here is also 13.6 centimeters, and here is centimeters as well. Good. So we're going to go ahead and add all the sides, because perimeter is a total distance around a surface or anything that you're looking at, perimeter of the total distance around. So we're going to go ahead and add up the sides. So it's 13.6 plus another 13.6 plus 4.3 plus another 4.3. Adding those, I get 3 plus 3, which is 6 plus 6, 12 plus 6, which is 18. So write down my 8, put down my decimal point, carry my 1. Alright, now I go with 4 plus 4, which is 8, plus 3, which is 11, 11 plus 3, which is 14, plus 1, which is 15. Write down my 5, carry my 1, and then 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. So it's 35.8. Okay, good. Now we have found our perimeter for this question. Let's move to our next question. So for this question, it is spot the mistake. Alright, so we're adding decimals just the same, but here we're just looking at the mistake to see what was the mistake here. So call add, the following decimal, 12 point. All right, good, we're back. All right, so add the following decimals, 12.4 plus 1.42 plus 40. And we're asked to spot the mistake. So looking at this, what did Carl do wrong? Oh, he didn't align the numbers properly. All right, and because he didn't align the numbers properly, what happened with his answer? Do you think his answer would be correct? No. So let's align the numbers correctly. So it's 12.4. And the next one is 1.32. And the next number is 40. But Carl has 30 there. Even that Carl did wrong. Alright, so the next number is 40. So our 4 goes there and our 0 there. And we're ensuring that we're aligning. And I can just go ahead and put in a decimal point there and fill these slots with placeholders. Now that they are aligned, let's find the total. So it is 0 plus 2, which is 2, and then 3 plus 4, which is 7, and then put our decimal point, and then it is going to be 0 plus 1 plus 2, which is 3, and then 4 plus 1, which is 5. Good. Look at the answers. You see how important alignment is? He got 5.56 for his answer, and we got 53.72. Very important to align, okay? Great. Let's continue. So we're looking at diagnostic questions, and I'm giving you 30 seconds to complete these questions, and then we're going to write our answer. So I'm counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is B. Continuing. 30 seconds. So 0.52 plus 0.3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is D. Next question. 30 seconds to complete the question. 70.04 plus 0.1. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer is 70.14. Alright, great. Alright, so well done. You did exceptionally well going through all those questions with me today. Now here's your homework. In the description below, I have added the link that will bring you to a Facebook page that will show you the solution to these questions. So go ahead and complete your homework task, and as soon as you finish, you can go over, click on the link in the description below, and it will bring you right to the Facebook page that will show you the solution, and you can mark your work on your own. All right, remember to like, subscribe, and share this video so that other persons can benefit from it. Until then, bye bye.